Morning to you all. I'm sitting here drinking my coffee. I wanted to jump right into drinking my coffee, so I did drop like a couple of ice cubes in it. It's not cold though, but it's cool. It's still hot, but it's not so hot that I'm gonna burn my tongue off because I really needed this. I'm trying to get my energy, trying to wake up. Today is Thursday. I'm off, so that's a good thing. I don't have to worry about the stresses of trying to get as much done as I can throughout the day and then going to work. So, speaking of work has been okay. Yesterday, I probably did the most talking that I've ever done while at work. And I know that sounds crazy because I'm always working drive-through. However, yesterday I had to train. So it's kind of giving that they're putting me in a position where I'm going to be like training people because, I think I told y'all this. I'm not really sure, y'all, because sometimes I'll be talking and chit-chatting and some of the clips don't make it to the video. So I don't know. But a few weeks ago, they had me training a guy and it was his first day and first day on the floor. And I was just like, okay, this is interesting. But me and him has bumped heads twice, okay, since that day. So I don't know if we're going to be able to work together because he don't listen, girl. He don't listen. He do too much, okay? He do too much. He fusses with customers like he does the absolute most. And at first he seemed like he was okay and everything, you know. But now that he's gotten a little bit comfortable, like, I guess his true character is coming out. Like, I don't know. It's kind of weird. And so yesterday, so there was two new guys. One of them I was training on drive-through, and the other one was being trained on a back line. Well, the other one who's on the back line, I guess he couldn't cut it, right? He was not fast enough. So I had to train him yesterday on drive-through, and the differences in our training sessions and the training session with the other dude, total night and day, okay? Total night and day. It was like he actually was paying attention and was listening, you know, to things that I was teaching him. And I was able to actually leave him over there for a few minutes, you know, and just listen in the background to see how he handled it. Versus the other guy, I had to keep running over there because he was making mistakes that I was teaching him to avoid. And he was still making those same mistakes. And I had to keep going over there to correct issues and stuff. And so that was kind of frustrating. But yeah, like I said, we've bumped heads because he's not one to, he doesn't handle constructive criticism too well. And the last time we bumped heads, it was on some don't raise your voice at me type of situation because, girl, he was getting really loud with me and we ain't about to do that. We're not about to do that. But the last time I saw him, we did come to an understanding, like, listen, you're not going to be raising your voice at me. If you want me to continue to help you, you know what I'm saying, so that you can learn, I'll be more than happy to do that. But if we going to keep working like this, then you on your own. And it is what it is. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm not a babysitter, you know, and you grown. Everybody grown. So it is what it is. But the other guy who I was training yesterday, he did really well. The only thing, he made one mistake, and we have to they're going to figure that out today. But when I counted his drawer down, he was $10 over. And I feel like I kind of can pinpoint when that happened. I think that he took $100 bill, and it was his first time taking the 100. And, it was the first time someone has given him a big bill. So I had to like try to show him what to do with big bills. But I think when he was giving out the change, he probably shorted the person $10 because everything else, that was the only big bill that he received for the day. And I know that his drawer was straight before he even got on because I counted it. The assistant manager counted it before me, you know, so we both knew how much was in the drawer prior to assigning him that drawer. So it was just an honest mistake. I told him to be a little bit more careful when he's counting his money back and everything, to make sure that he's not giving back the wrong change, or that he's not shorting somebody their change. And then I also had to show him how to set up his drawer, because, girl, he had his money mixed up everywhere. You know, when we give the drawer out, there's the coins, you know, there's the rolled up coins that hadn't been opened yet. And then you got your coins, because we don't have pennies. So there's quarters, nickels, and dimes. And then you got your ones, your fives, your tens, your 20s, right? He had, when there was one customer that I had, because he went to the bathroom, and so I had to go over and take the order, cash them out and everything. And I opened his drawer, and it was a mess. It was a mess. And I was like, oh my gosh. So when that happened, when we were counting his drawer out and he was $10 over, I was like, okay, it either could have been one or two things. He miscounted the amount of change that he gave back, or somebody didn't get their change at all, or something, you know what I'm saying? But basically it had to have come from him getting that 100 and then his drawer being all super messy like that. But it all worked out. You know, he received all of the information really, really well. And so I was happy about that. He caught on really fast. He was in his own head a little bit about making mistakes. But I was telling him, if you're in your head like that, the way that you are, then yes, you are going to make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? You can't think too hard about it. It's an easy job. All you got to do is just pay attention to what you're doing. Everybody make mistakes, though, so don't get it twisted. Like, ain't nobody up in here perfect, so you are going to make mistakes, but just try to be careful. So that was that. Anyways, eventually today, I'm going to change into another purse. This purse right here is a purse that is actually Olivia's. Y'all have seen her in videos with the black version of this purse. And one day we were getting out the car and had a bunch of groceries and stuff, and I had grabbed her purse to take it in. And she was like, oh, you really look, what'd she say? You look nice in that purse, or that purse looks nice on you, or something like that. And next thing I know, she was bringing me this beige one. So, and that, you know, that was weeks ago. So today I'm going to go ahead and change into it. The purse that I'm currently carrying is this purse. This is my current bag that I'm carrying right now. And the other day when I was at Goodwill, I saw that purse, that exact purse. As a matter of fact, they had it for like $4.99. I think it was a yellow tag or something, but I thought that was just so funny because it was flipped backwards. And I was like, from a distance, I was like, wow, that purse looks kind of familiar. And then when I flipped it over, it was the same exact purse. So that kind of gave me a chuckle for the day. Okay, I'm ranting or raving, or rambling is the word that I'm looking for. So I'm going to go ahead and run to the store, drop the hun off. First, drop him off at dialysis, and then run to the store, and then come back home. And then I'll share with you guys what I ended up picking up. Okay, so we're back from the store. This is what I picked up, you guys. I have a loaf of bread in the freezer, so I just went ahead and got another loaf of bread. I found the caramel truffle private selection coffee. It's medium roast. I forget how much this was. I think it was $5, but I found it. The hun needed some more oat milk, so we got him that. I needed milk because I'm making mashed potatoes. However, the half a gallon was cheaper than the 1 quart milk. The 1 quart milk was like $2.69 or something like that. And the half gallon is on sale for $1.99. I believe that was a sale. I'm not really sure. We're almost out of mustard, so I got another thing of mustard. That was $1.99. The oat milk was $3 something, and the bread was $1.49. This was $1.69. It's just some mushroom pieces that I'm going to put into the pot roast. I got just the 1 can. That's what I'm cooking tonight for dinner, by the way, is some pot roast. I've got a roast in the fridge that I found at Kroger, and so I'm gonna go ahead and put that in the crock pot today. So I needed some pepperoncini peppers. I think that's how you pronounce that. It's the medium heat. I was trying to find mild, but they didn't have the mild. Got some ranch packets. Instead of getting just one packet, I got the box because sometimes I like to put an extra packet or extra ranch rather in that ranch bacon pasta suddenly salad. And when I don't have bottle of ranch, then I use a packet of ranch just to add a little bit of extra flavor to it. So it was just cheaper to get the box rather than just a few packets. Au jus, got that. So that was 99 cents. I forget how much this was. I think it was 2 something. I found some creamer that was on sale. Actually, it was on a clearance for like it wasn't like a reduced tag item, but on the tag, the price tag in front of it, I think it was like 1 something, like 162, something like that. Sweet cream, non-dairy. The non-dairy I've been really liking. I use the lactose-free creamer, caramel flavor. That's a little bit more expensive than just regular creamer, but it doesn't. It's better for my stomach. Now that I've been drinking non-dairy creamer, I can tell the difference as far as how my stomach reacts to just regular creamer and non-dairy. Regular creamer makes my stomach feel like it's about to fall out of my booty. Non-creamer dairy does not, and I can appreciate that. So got that. Of course, making mashed potatoes. I do have a few russet potatoes. I need to double check them. I think what I'm going to do with the russet potatoes that I have though is cut them up into French fries and freeze them. That way we have some fries or whatever in the freezer. And then I'm going to use these for mashed potatoes. I feel like the gold potatoes make better mashed potatoes than the russet. So got that. This bag, it's a 5-pound bag and it was $5. Got some baby carrots. They were like $1 something. Over in the clearance, today is the first day after the new deals have started. So there's always good stuff over there at the Kroger that I frequent the most. So today, this is what they had over. They had some other stuff over there, but this is what I picked up. They had the Rotel for 72 cents, original price $1.59. Excuse me. So I got 4 of those. And then they had these Kroger Fizz sparkling water beverage in the lemonade, 0 sugar. I know that the hun likes to drink lemonade. And this was 28 cents. So I got 4 of those. And then for myself, I saw these. I've seen these before in the aisle, but they were a little bit pricey, in my opinion, because of how small they are. But I guess, because it's Ben's brand, that's probably why. What does it say? $2.79 was the original price, but they had them on clearance in the clearance section for 98 cents. So I can take these to work. The hun, he can't eat these because it's high in sodium, 700 milligrams of sodium. So that's really high. So I can actually take these to work for lunch when I'm there instead of, because sometimes I don't like to eat the food at the place that I work at. Not because it's bad, but when you're around it all the time, sometimes you want something else, right? When you get hungry. So got this teriyaki style is that one. So I got 2 of the teriyaki style, and then this is the honey barbecue flavored rice with chicken. They both have chicken in them. So 98 cents for each of those. I've completed 2 listings. There was a little bit of sunlight earlier, but now it's raining. And so I was only able to get photos for this vest, which I showed you guys from the Goodwill video, and this coffee mug. So it's a vintage coffee mug. Not sure if that's vintage, but these, I was about to start working on these, but I'm not so sure I can get a good photo. Like, it looks good right now through the camera, but as far as a photo, I'm not really sure if I can get a good photo with the lighting, because it is kind of dim in here. You guys probably can't really tell, but it is kind of dim. I've got one lamp on. Maybe I can do it if I turn the other lamp on. But anyways, I need to clean them up a bit. I had to do some research on these because I wasn't sure if this meant 6 for women or 6 for men. So I just basically went by the 5.5 or 5.5 in the UK size to see what it converts to in the US size. And so these are a 6 in men and an 8 in women. So when I learned that it was an 8, I was kind of tempted to keep them for myself because I do wear an 8 and I do need some shoes. But that is not why I bought these. It was just a coincidence. So we're going to go ahead and list them. I got to clean them up a bit. They've got some hair on the inside here. Now, I don't think I told you guys how much I paid for these shoes. These were $5.99. And I'm not quite sure how much I'm going to list them for. But I feel like I can get a decent amount with these. So yeah, so we're going to clean those up, and hopefully I can get a picture before it gets too dim outside. It's supposed to be, we're under like there on my computer it's saying like flood watch, but then on my phone it's saying like tornado warnings. I'm not really sure, girl. But y'all, when I say, remember I was telling y'all about my neighbors at barbecue, girl, they are barbecuing. I would show y'all out the window, but I ain't gonna put them on blast like that, girl. They got the whole tent up and everything, and it smells so good. We've got our pot roast cooking. So I've added, I let it cook for a little while, and I added the carrots, the can of mushrooms, and I thought I had another pack of the frozen vegetables that had the pepper, onions, and celery in it, but I don't. But I did have a pack that had yellow, red peppers, green peppers, and onions. So I did put a little bit of that in it. We've got our potatoes boiling over here. I'm gonna make mashed potatoes. And for the vegetable, I'm gonna do green beans, these cut green beans. I'm just gonna saute them in some garlic and olive oil on the stove and season them up. And that's how we're gonna do that. I'm done switching bags, so now I'm on this tote bag. It's a really nice bag. I'm not sure where it was purchased. I believe Amazon maybe, not really sure, but it's a really nice bag. I've got all of my stuff in there. I still have room for extras if I just want to load it up, but I'm not going to do that though. I've just got my everyday stuff in there, my wallet, this book that I've been carrying for years. I normally have it in the car, so I'll probably put it in the car. I had took it out the Chrysler and put it in my purse and just never really took it out. Then I've got just some notepads, my mom's business that she used to have. She gave this to me, so for some reason I just always have that in my purse. Hand sanitizer, earbuds, some mint, lotions, some mints, a little pouch here that has a little bit of random, but I need to separate it. I've got like panty liners and pads in here. Then I got some mouthwash, phone charger cord, and a block. So I need to separate the phone charger cord and the block. Oh, and my little adapter. Then I got my notebook that I normally carry in this bag. I normally carry these 2 items in this bag. So now I can put them in this bag and I can hang this bag up. I've just got to put my tire inflator back in the car. It's fully charged and I forgot to leave it in the car yesterday. But yeah, so everything is good to go in this bag. I really like it. It zips up. And I was a tote bag girl before I became a crossbody bag girl. I switched over to crossbody because I was door dashing and doing all the things, and it was just easier to have my purse just wrapped around my body doing that. But since I'm not really door dashing that much anymore, I'm kind of taking a break from it. I can go back to my totes, and I really like this bag. Dinner was great. I've got my work shirt washed. I hand washed it here in the sink, and then I took a shower. The body wash that I'm using, y'all, it smells so good, is this Ollie Calm. I got it on a reduced price a while ago for $5.13, and so I've been incorporating it into my shower routines, which really is just bar soap, body wash, and that's it. I don't really have like a 20-step routine, but anyway, this smells so good. I'm almost out of it. I paid $5.13 for it at the time. It was in the clearance section at Kroger, and I've had it for a while. I've run out of facial moisturizer, so I've just been using this Dove cream on my face, and actually like it. Feels so refreshing on my face. It smells good. I washed my face tonight with the Clean and Clear Deep Action. I ran out of the Clean and Clear other facial wash that I have. I forget what it's the orange one. But I've been going between that one and the Seabreeze bar soap that I got from Dollar Tree. That one's a clarifying toning bar soap. It doesn't necessarily say it's for your face, or if it's for your body, it doesn't specify at all, but I use it for my face. So I go between these two. So tonight, since I haven't used this one in a while, I went ahead and used that one. What else have I done? Put some of this argan oil in my hair and kind of did like a 2-strand situation. I've got my work shirt washed. I think I said that. So we are good to go. Dinner was great, y'all. Oh my gosh, dinner was so good. Those mashed potatoes, I put olive oil, butter, minced garlic in the olive oil. That's sitting in olive oil, because some of the minced garlic in the jar is sitting in just water. The one that I have is sitting in olive oil. I did some salt, pepper, well, not real salt, but it's like reduced substitute salt, pepper. I did some onion powder, garlic powder, and then I had this shredded cheese that I had gotten from Walmart like a couple months ago that I had in the freezer, and it's a limited edition version of some smoked Gouda cheese and smoked provolone. So I put that in there. I had a little bit of sour cream left in the refrigerator, so I threw that in there. I ended up not using the milk at all, actually. I did use a little bit of some half and half that I had in the refrigerator that I forgot about. So dinner was great. Oh my gosh. And there's leftovers for tomorrow. I've already cleaned the kitchen. I'm just letting the food cool down before I put it in the refrigerator. I'm about to make me some tea. The other day I had gas so bad. I was backed up too, and I was like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? Because it was getting to a point where I couldn't even like stand up straight. So I started doing some research on Google or whatever, and I found ginger, turmeric, and something else helps with digestion. So I went to Walmart after work that day and bought some tea, and oh my gosh, y'all, it kicked in so fast. I was passing gas. I finally went to the bathroom. And so yeah, so I have that full feeling, like it isn't 100% gone, but there's a lot of relief that has happened since I drank that tea. I'm gonna drink some more, and then after I drink that, I'm gonna clean off my bed so that I can get in it. But I want to eat me some cookies. I bought some chocolate chip cookies from Kroger one day, and I want to eat some. So that's gonna be my sweet treat for the night. This is the tea, traditional medicinals, organic, lemon ginger for digestion support, bright citrus. And I'm letting it steep for a little bit. I've got the cookies over here. Got the oven set on 350. Got 8 cookies so that the hun can have him a little treat as well. I put pecans in mine, and I left his plain. So I'm going to go ahead and put these in the oven. And by the time these are done, they cook for about 12 minutes. So I'm going to actually set my thing here. So they cook for about 12 minutes. So by the time those are done, my tea will be done steeping. And that's it. That's all. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today in this video. If you like the video, make sure you... Oh, I moved my teas over here. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. Hype it up. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you on another one. Bye.